I never have the right words to say to them when I do find them. We sat across from each other smiling. He wanted to do all the talking. I thought you said I talk too much. I never said that. I like when you talk. Tell me something new, he said, while taking a sip from his coffee cup. Wow, David, you're being way too agreeable today, I said, looking at him sideways, feeling concerned from him. What's going on? I said, reaching out his hand. I sense his loneliness. I love David, I do, but he just won't let me in. In my head, there's a montage of moments of him, standing on my steps in Brooklyn, holding my face before he kisses me on the Upper West Side, the East Village restaurant where he held my hand the first time, watching him paint on the Lower East Side, and then going to the Bronx with his brother. I've stormed his castle too many times only to come back empty-handed. We sat on a bench after brunch, and I held his hand. He scares me sometimes. His moods, how deep they run, how quiet he gets. I try to make him laugh. We talk about work, the future. We always want to be in each other's lives. But in what capacity? I don't know. As lovers, as friends, there's already too many complications. We don't understand why. We seem to be like passing ships to one another. When he met me, I was with Matthew. When Matthew and I broke up, he had a serious girlfriend. When he broke up with her, well, our patience had waned. I walked him to the train at Astor Place. He leaned on the shell of the subway stop. He wanted me to do something, for me to say something, for me to embrace him. I didn't know, so I leaned in and gave him a small kiss goodbye. I'll call you, he said, as he began to walk down the subway stairs. I know, David, I said, watching him disappear. I just never know when, and I need a little bit more than that. This is the last small passage. Just want to thank everybody for coming. And I just want to thank the Stacy Dillard Trio. Stacy here is brilliant. Diallo on bass, brilliant. Ishmael on drums, brilliant. DJ Olivier, brilliant. So I'm super happy to have their support. Thank you for coming. The last one. I love you guys. Let's all make out afterwards. Let's do it. Okay, this is one last small passage. The book of Revelations, Revelation 3. Thou shalt realize that dating rhymes with hating and waiting, but also mating. I can't, Richard. I've scheduled an evening of hiding in my cubbyhole thinking about where it all went wrong, I said mournfully. But maybe next week. Oh, honey, please. You just need a little distraction, he said mischievously. Richard, if you're talking about men, I cannot even bear the thought of looking at another man right now, let alone flirting with one. I responded, peering into my empty refrigerator. Well then, how about a compromise? Richard and I met up on the #1 platform in Midtown. He was taking me to G-Bar, a preppy gay bar where the music is good, the drinks are utterly expensive, and the boys are cute and well-dressed if not a little snobby. Richard and I grabbed our drinks and cut ourselves a section of the dance floor. As we danced, we were surrounded by gay men asking me, "Girl, what are you doing in this club? You need to be out there letting some strange man buy you a drink or a house." Richard came to my defense. "If you only knew my girl, she needs a night off from the straight boys." Richard grabbed my hand and sat me down. "Maya, do you know what you want?" "I think so," I said. "I'm producing 2 shows right now. I just started performing again, which I love. I don't want to live in Chinatown anymore, so I'm looking for a new place, maybe on the Lower East Side," I said, looking around. Richard interrupted me. "Maya, you know what I'm talking about. Men." "You mean boys?" I said. "Yes, honey. What do you want from these boys?" Well, I looked for Richard for the answer. "Honey, this is what I'm talking about. If you don't know what you want, no wonder these poor men are so confused when they come into your life. They see this woman with all this power and you're looking at them saying, what am I going to do with you? You're toying with them," he said, taking a sip of my grape juice martini. "Richard, I am not, I assure you," I said. said, looking at him with a smile, I don't think so. I don't mean to. Maya, you need to find a man who's going to hold it down for you. But until you recognize that, you're going to keep attracting boys. I said, boys, honey. Richard said, shaking his head. Thank you very much.